Hello everyone, this is a presentation video about Emirates marketing plan. Emirates is one of the world's most luxurious airline. It is the number one airline in the Middle East and the fourth largest in the world. Emirates is one of those airlines with high prices and outstanding quality of hospitality and services.
It has one of the most connections in the world with over 140 different airport connections across 70 different countries. And it is also one of the fastest growing airlines because it is established in 1985 and has successed these heights. And high class and luxury target market, but has a customer oriented approach with a goal of quality over quantity. Let's start our presentation with a SWOT analysis provided by my friend Rachel.
So now I want to explain about the SWOT analysis of Emirates. The first one is the strength. The strength is they have Boeing 778-380, which is they have like a new technology inside the airlines. The second one, they have a full support from the government of Dubai, and they have a really good hospitality, strong and trained workforce. They also have a safety record, and they're really good at advertising because they dare to pay more for the advertising. The second one is the weakness. The first one is they don't have package for the budget airlines.
Yeah.
And the flight frequency is still low. Compared with the other airlines, they have a higher fares and they declining the demand. They have an intense competition and it makes the market become limited. The next one is the opportunities. The opportunities are they can more focus in the domestic market, make more international destination, join World Expo that will held in 2020 in Dubai, and look for new emerging markets. And the threats is the increase of the fuel price time by time, and the competition with the budget airlines. Change of the government policy will make a big influence for the company because, as I said before, the company has a really big support from the government. And the last one is vulnerability of security from electronic tickets.
But this is the SWOT analysis of AirAsia. If we see from the strength, AirAsia has a very strong promoter and media of advertising, and always has support from Malaysia government. And moreover, AirAsia is well established as the LCC operating out of Southeast Asia, and it has operation in over 25 countries and over 400 international and national destinations. And then if we take a look from the weakness, AirAsia does not have its own maintenance, repair and overhaul facility. Nowadays, with over 100 planes currently owned, it will be competitive disadvantageous not to have its own MRO facility. And then if we take a look from the opportunities, at present, fuel costs account for 50% of AirAsia's operation. Consequently, AirAsia gains a disproportionate cost improvement as fuel prices fall, both giving the airline an advantage when competing head-to-head with full-service airlines. And then the last one will be the threats. And AirAsia face certain rates like airport departure, security charges, and landing charges are beyond the control of airline operators. These costs that have been mentioned is a serious threat toward the airlines that intention to maintain their low-cost strategy.
Talking about the current marketing objective of Emirates flight, they provide full flight training and development for not only the pilot but also the engineer, cabin crew, and the guest service staff. And also develop the academy as in aviation training ground toward fulfilling Emirates' aspiration in becoming a regional aviation training hub. They also serve as a platform to keep people over the world on track with the latest industry development and to incorporate best practice into their operation. And then we're going to talk about is the smart goal of the Emirates claim.
So our ultimate goal is to broaden the overall scale of Emirates, and we have two plans. First is to join venture with budget airline in the next 5 years, and second one is to build partnership with hotels, restaurants, transportation companies, and all the other entertainment-based industries. So the first one we talk about S is specific. We will operate joint venture with the budget airline AirAsia in the next 5 years, because Emirates is the high-class airline. So with the joint venture, we can achieve more customers from the high class to the middle class, and also gain a reputation. And second, we will build partnership with at least 10 more hotels, restaurants, and other entertainment industries in the next 1 year.
Okay, so M stands for measurability, and then now I will further explain how can we measure our progress and know if we have met our goals. So firstly, for the beginning 2 years, we will expand our routes to West and South Asia first, and then next, if we achieve results, we will then expand our routes to Southeast Asia and East Asia as well. And then next, we will do 10 partnerships in a year, especially with hotels and travel agents, in order to create cheaper packages and create partnerships to build travel packs, and then it is to be offered to customers. And then A stands for achievability, and then through this joint venture with AirAsia, we are confident that we can gain higher market share and sustain the high quality only with a cheaper price. And then with the current situation, we can achieve 2 midterm goals in 5 years.
Why are we setting this marketing objective now? By using our marketing objective, we can broaden the market scale of Emirates from originally high class only to high and middle class services. Also, we can extend both international and domestic flight. And besides, with the partnership with other companies, Emirates will reach higher customer satisfaction rate and also strengthen the cooperation with entertainment related service. So our marketing objective is indeed relevant. Next is the T, which is time-based. So we plan to finish our subsidiary airlines with AirAsia in the next 5 years. And lastly, we plan to have an alliance with entertainment-related company.
Ke-21.
Budget airline 4Ps. The first one, product. The product will be low cost but high service. It offers more destinations, especially in Asia, while the price will be slightly more expensive than AirAsia but lower than Emirates. For the promotion part, it will be using same promotion method as Emirates but with lower budget. And it will be using billboards and social media as well. For the place, it will be entire Asia as Emirates have not touched Asian customers a lot yet. Next will be the target market. There are 3 types of target market that this company is targeting, which is middle class traveler, frequent business flyers, and family who are traveling overseas. Why? This is to increase target segment and or penetrating new market. Asia has more middle class travelers compared to other region, and this is why we are targeting those kind of markets. And how? We will be using mobile sites or applications, as people nowadays are always using smartphones, and moreover, we will provide variety of languages such as Thai, Mandarin, Arab, and etc., so that we can target broader market and penetrate new market.
Why AirAsia? because AirAsia has a strong market in the Asian market, and if Emirates would happen to make an alliance with AirAsia, both company will have the benefits of penetrating the Asian market as well as the European market. For Emirates' current situation, right now they have a loss of profit as in 2016. They went from 11.5 billion to 11.4 billion. That might not seem much, but now they are degrading in profit fast, and then they have a lack of high service users. Today, people are more interested in spontaneous and budget flights. In that case, Emirates doesn't offer that service, which cost them the lack of users. And then for the last one, there is fierce competition. For Emirates, as a Middle East company, they have competitions from Qatar Airways as well as Etihad. Both airlines, which is Etihad and Qatar Airways, offers affordable flights to destinations which Emirates also offers.
Now I would like to explain about the benefits and the effects of the current market. AirAsia has a strong market in Asia, and currently it's developing AirAsia X in order to separate long and short range flights. And if both airlines join in a joint venture, Emirates can provide a wider range of destinations as they cooperate with AirAsia, and then they can also connect big airports in Middle East Asia with small airports in Asia. And the last one, they can also expand the range of customers by segmenting the customers based on their willingness to pay. And then the last one will be the timeline implementation.
For the timeline implementation phase, we will divide it in 3 phases. First is preparation phase, finishing phase, and the last one is creating the firm. First of all, we will do the background checks of AirAsia. This is the most important thing, so we can know the profits and we can ensure their vision is the same with our vision to make a joint venture with the same vision. And then the next thing, we will schedule 5 times meeting in 1 month. So we will discuss about how we are going to do the joint venture. And then the last one, after we finish these 2 parts, we will make a letter to intent. And then the discussion phase, we will mostly going to discuss about the business objective of the joint venture and about the structure of the joint venture. But most importantly, we are going to discuss about the role of employees and how we were going to resolve a problem in future. Because in this discussion phase, when we are having a problem, there's gonna be sure in the future there's gonna be a problem. So for now, we have to divide who's going to take the responsibilities and who's going to pay for the money. And the last one is we are going to address the financial issue for the continuous of our joint venture. And then the last thing, we are going to create the firm, which is going to take like a whole year, like our plan. And that's fine.
With a current growth rate of 0.08%, by expanding to South Asia through joint venture with AirAsia, in 2019 we expect to observe an increase of 0.01% growth rate by assessing the 0.018% of wealthy population in India. In 2020, we expand to Southeast Asia region with a rising population of middle class. We expect higher growth rate to 0.13%. In the next 2 years, with the already existed wealthy population in East Asia, we can achieve a stable growth rate of 0.02% each year. So by 2022, we will achieve 0.17% of growth rate, equivalent to an increase of 200,000 more loyal customers, and reach 52.1 million passengers worldwide. With a 5.1% of discount rate in 2018 after the joint venture with AirAsia, we expect a stable increase in discount rate of 0.1% each year. Due to this increase, we can raise our revenue by $125 million after 5 years. In terms of budget, the main expense is advertising to improve brand awareness among AirAsia customers. An increase in expense of $100,000 in marketing will grant us the increased profit of $100 million.
Thank you so much.